we continue the crossover event to end all crossover events in professional wrestling. AEW, Impact Wrestling crossing over in their brand warfare. And Private Party and Matt Hardy showed up, cut a promo on Impact. It wasn't that really eventful and wouldn't make enough to make a video out of it. So I said, you know what? They didn't really do much on Impact Wrestling. They just showed out to promote their upcoming match with Gallows and Anderson for the tag titles at No Surrender. So get ready for that, everyone. I'm looking forward to that match. But let's move on. So the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers, after their strenuous issues with each other, have announced that they're going to have a match together. Yay! We're rejoicing. First time ever in 5 years, Bullet Club reunites. And they're fighting the Dark Order. And that and right before they do a promo, she introduces the Good Brothers and Young Bucks, and they talk about how it's been 5 years since they teamed together, and how they're back together as the Bullet Club, which will piss off Tamatanga on Twitch. Yeah, he's been pissed off lately. So, yeah, that happens. And the Good Brothers say that after tonight, that the next week they will do their favorite thing and do the long-awaited sequel to John Cena, Beat Up John Moxley! Beat up John Moxley! Beat up! Beat up! Beat up John Moxley! And we get another confrontation that only adds mystery to the story. Kenny Omega confronting the Young Bucks over their alleged assault last week on, well, Don Callis. Don Callis says, you guys assaulted me. And the Young Bucks were saying, no, we didn't. And I was like, I mean, oh dear. So now it looks like Don Callis is lying. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. So yeah. So yeah, clearly they're hinting that the Young Bucks did not assault them, even though they clearly showed the indication that they were going to assault him. And there is video evidence against them so far where they back away and the camera cuts to black and we hear a sounds of a struggle. But it seems like the Young Bucks are claiming they didn't assault him. He's faking it. He's trying to drive a wedge between them. So, what the hell? Looks like it's going to be an interesting and mystery going on between the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega as the wedge between them further dissipates. But let's move on. So, the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks do their entrances, and the Dark Order comes out and celebrates their tradition of being the Dark Order, getting their asses kicked. Well, John Silver's fun. He's funny. He's funny. Uh, okay, so this leads into a 8-man tag team matchup, which was pretty good. It was like it was fun to see the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers team up again after, like they said, 5 years. It's been 5 years since they did stuff together in the ring. And I honestly was expecting them to like have, tension in the ring, but they kept a professional cool level as much as I'm pretty sure as well you can define with Bullet Club, and beat the holy hell out of the Dark Order. Oh man. I'm sad now. I mean, if Brody Lee was here, Ray, rest in peace, he'd be punching the living hell out of them. So, if anything, he'd be in the ring right now, wanting to get a piece of the action. But yeah, John Silver was funny. He was always fun to hang out with, and he was hanging out with Doc Gallows, and that was fun. And just trying to one up each other, and then Doc Gallows doing this because DX. So I'm pretty sure we'll be expecting a cease and desist letter soon enough. Again, and then this leads into their matchup going on, and it's just pandemonium. It's insanity, and we don't know how this is gonna go. I honestly had hope that I probably because I have the WWE blood in me. As much as I try to cut it out, even though I can't, and it's virtually impossible because it's not really real blood. So, yeah, I keep expecting that the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers are gonna have intense problem, and it's gonna lead to the Dark Order getting a victory because that's how WWE would probably have done this. In fact, they wouldn't have done a crossover. They just buy them out. But nope. The Young Bucks and Good Brothers, because they're champions, have to keep their champion reign strong. So they defeat the Dark Order in combat. And it was a good, fun match. It wasn't as big as I had hoped it would be, but it was good for what it was. There was some good humor in there. We have John Silver and all his adorable funness. And now we get to this reveal. So, Beach breaks next week. No idea if I'm going to cover just the certain crossover elements or the whole event. I'm still debating on that. But the Young Bucks did proclaim that they were inserted into the Battle Royal, because if they win the Battle Royal, that means they would be able to choose their opponent for Revolution. And thus, they decree that if they go ahead and win, they gave the tease that they're going to go after, they're talking about their Bullet Club stablemates, the Good Brothers. They do the Too Sweet. So I'm pretty sure that's not going to mean much after 2 weeks. Yeah, and this leads into Ray Phoenix coming out, takes out the Young Bucks, and then tries to fight the Good Brothers, only to get his ass handed to him. And then Jon Moxley comes in to save the day, kicking ass, taking names, leading into the whole this awesome suicide dive where Ray Phoenix jumps out and lands crotch first onto the railing and was like, "I'm Ray Phoenix." And then we go ahead, see Jon Moxley celebrating a little bit. Then Kenny Omega charges out with his signature boot, only to be DDT, aka Paradigm Shift, into the mat. And yeah, Jon Moxley and Ray Phoenix stand tall, and the show goes off the air. Also, we got a promo from Pac, the Bastard, because of course we do, and he's having fun, going rapidly insane. We're living in the UK for a little bit, because the UK is kind of locking itself down. I'm like, AEW could probably afford him to stay here if they rented out an apartment. I don't know, but this is the world we're living in. I'm pretty sure they're still trying to figure things out. So, yeah, the Bastard, Pac, along with Ray Phoenix and Jon Moxley, are going to work together. They're going to fight. They're going to defend their honor against the evil forces of the Bullet Club. So, look forward to that. And with the idea of the Young Bucks fighting the Good Brothers, that also gives this mystery element of, wait, so if the Good Brothers lose the tag titles to Private Party, does that mean that Good Brothers could be, quote, free agents and join AEW for a little bit? Or could this be a title for title match? All titles on the line? That would be awesome. And to see that match happening, it would be pretty freaking awesome. Okay, I liked. It's weird that Stu Grayson and Evil Uno are like the least remembering for me when it comes to the Dark Order. Like, Evil Uno just a little bit because he has his mask and everything, but it's Alex Reynolds and John Silver that I'm having the most fun with the Dark Order, because they're just fun. They're funny. They have all the humor and wit. And then the awkward breakup happened, and we all cried our heads out forever. Hangman. As Hangman continues to struggle with his identity disorder, and as he's trying to figure out who he is, where he wants to go in life, Matt Hardy has offered a solution. As my camera is out of focus. Good. Okay. So that happened. Matt Hardy has offered Hangman a position in his entourage. And yeah, like I said, this is most likely going to build up to Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega down the road for the AEW World Championship, because let's be real, that I have my prediction out there, so I can't give that up, and I can claim bragging rights if I'm 100% correct, which I hopefully will be, because Because let's be honest, the Young Bucks kicked him out. They lost Kenny Omega now. It's just them. Um, they'll lose Kenny Omega soon enough. So it has to go down that the Hangman has to come back and basically mend a broken bond and destroy Kenny Omega, realizing what he's become, or something like that. Or Kenny Omega's gonna pull a Darth Vader like every single thing I've been talking about in like the last several videos on my Pop Culture Omniversa channel, where together you and I we can rule the galaxy and blah 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 because and all that cliches. But yeah, fun match. It was a fun match. Love the mystery angle going on with the Young Bucks, Don Callis, Kenny Omega, and the Good Brothers. We're gonna have to see where that mystery goes. I'm looking forward to it. Yep. We're looking forward to it. Yep. So look forward to that, everyone. Get excited, hopefully, and enjoy Dynamite, an Impact Wrestling crossover event. And I'm hoping for more details down the road for regarding their storyline and if more crossovers are going to happen with, NWA with that Battle of the Belts trademark they did. Please. So those were my collective thoughts. This was Neo Reality, the WrestleVerse of the Impact Wrestling AEW crossover event. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channels in the description below and search them up in the search bar. Stay tuned for more. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Take care, everybody. And stay safe and get ready for beach break.